Hey guys, Stock Sniper Mike, and I'm back again with the 2-minute drill. Here to give you guys 2 minutes of one crazy week of trading. People are panicking. The US is starting to panic as the market is back in dip mode. Today officially going red for the first time since the start of this month, as more and more coronavirus cases start to soar as states release more reports of positive cases. The Dow started its week at 26,451 and ended up back down almost 1,500 points, testing the long-term support area of 25,000, closing at 25,015. But as the market starts to crash, the stock snipers are thinking opposite. Dow down, snipers up. As the market was tumbling this week and people were in panic, the snipers were laid back in Cashville, making a total of $1,400 plus, going 3 for 6 and 50% on a week, and crossing above the $111,000 profit mark. And it all started early Monday morning like we have the past couple weeks. Last Friday, we decided to buy OTC stock CYDY as it was coming up to that 52-week breakout spot. We bought the stock as it was creeping up during Power Hour on Friday at 366, looking forward to continue and break that 384 52-week high. And Monday morning, we got what we were looking for. CYDY got the morning push past 385, and we decided to sell right at 396, starting off with a nice $200 bag to start Money Monday and the new week. And look at where the stock is now. It hasn't gone down since we bought it on Friday, but it's not about that. It's about grabbing the bag when you have it and taking the bag day in and day out. So Monday evening, we were back at it and we weren't slowing down. We found OTC penny stock, OZSC, as it was having a nice 20% plus first green day. We liked the way that it popped off a penny, holding that spot and making new highs going into Power Hour. With the strong close, we decided to buy it in a quick dip at 0.015, looking forward to push overnight or possibly get a gap up. And on Tuesday morning, that's what we got. Tag a Bag Tuesday started with the gap up. OZSC gapped up to that 0.018 area and we were up 20% right away. So we decided to get out and take the bag. We sold at 0.0176 right at the bell, making about $370 and about 15% plus on our money. And again, look at the stock now. But we are not going long term with these stocks. You always want to stick to the plan, grab the bag when you have it, and stick to the #1 rule of cutting losses. And a perfect example of that is the next two plays, because those were 2 of our 3 losses on the week. And we bought them both Tuesday evening. The first was a listed stock, which is a little rare for the snipers. We decided to buy listed stock CRIS, as it was creating a small first screen day with news and had a tight trading range. With the tight trading range, we decided to buy it at 137 using $1.30 as our cut point, hoping it could gap up or have a morning push the next day. The second stock we decided to buy was OTC penny stock BRLL. This was actually a sub penny that turned into a penny that day on second green day. We like the fact that the sub penny turned into a penny and it was holding that spot all day going into Power Hour. So we decided to buy in a Power Hour dip at 0.0097, looking forward to get back above that penny spot and possibly gap up or get a morning push. And Wednesday, unfortunately, both the stocks did not go our way. With other factors in play and the overall market starting its crash on Wednesday, Chris had no chance from the beginning, and it gapped down to $1.30, where we were forced to sell right at the bell. And good thing we did, because it continued to go down for the rest of the week. We took a small loss there, only losing 5% on our money and about $190. The second try was OTC penny stock BRLL, and it did not show that gap up past a penny to start Wednesday, so we did not want to give it any chances and decided to sell right at the bell at 0.0097 pretty much even and only losing commissions on that trade. And good thing we did, because look at the stock now. And that's a good point and a good example to show from earlier and why cutting losses is the #1 rule and most important thing in this game. This stock ended up closing at 0.0064 that day. And since we didn't hang around all day and we weren't distracted by those 2 losses, we went back at it Wednesday evening, making our quickest $1,000 trade that evening. We were able to make $1,300 in 5 minutes off an OTC sub penny stock. We found OTC sub penny stock RSPI as it was creating huge first screen day, crossing above that penny spot during the day. Now this is very similar to the stock we just played, BRLL, so pay close attention to this. We were eyeing the stock down from 2:15 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, and you can see it in the chat as that's the first time we brought it up. Word for word, OTC sub penny RSPI is a new sub penny that crossed above 0.01, making 0.137 high a day and trying to hold that 0.01 VWAP/daily support of 80% on first screen day. Now I'm going to take you step by step to show you what the snipers do and how we snipe the stocks. At 3 o'clock, we update the sniper scope that's located above the chat room. The sniper scope consists of 5 stocks that we believe have the most potential to close out the day, and RSPI was the first one on there. At 3 o'clock, we're saying it's nice and that it held that penny spot. At 3:20, it actually breaks past the 137 daily resistance and makes new highs in the 1.5, but we want to stay patient and give it time, looking for a possible dip. 3:30 hits and it starts to dip, and now people are talking about, wow, maybe we didn't miss out on this play. As the dip gets close to that penny spot, we decide to put a limit in at 0.019, and it creeps down to us, and we get filled at 3:40, looking for it to get a push back towards highs and possibly push the next morning. And 2 minutes later at 3:42, we got about a 40% jump on the stock. The stock was up to 0.016, so we had to take half the bag there. We sold half at that area. In the next 3 minutes, it continued to push, and we were happy with the 40% gain that we had. So we decided to sell the rest in the 0.018 area, making a total of 1,344% in only 5 minutes. That's a total of $260 per minute. Where else are you finding that legally? So with the 2 scratches from earlier and the 1 big win, we made a total of $1,100 plus on Wednesday. And Thursday, we kept the ball rolling. We found 2 more OTC stocks. One we played in the past, and the next one was something that has never happened to us before. The first one was OTC stock TOMZ, Toms. We liked the way that it was breaking 1 month high, but we have played it twice in the past 2 weeks and it failed on us both times. Since it was breaking that 1 month high late in the day and holding a $1.30 spot, we decided to buy the stock at 137, looking for it to push and possibly get a gap up towards the 52-week high $1.51 spot. Almost similar to what we were looking for in CYDY. The second was the interesting one, and this is OTC penny stock GMGI. We liked the way that the stock was breaking 52-week highs late in the day. We decided to buy it very late with about 5 minutes left at 0.188, holding it overnight, looking for it to continue that 52-week break. And Friday, this is where it gets interesting. 3 strikes and you're out. I think we've all heard that one before, and that's what happened with Tom. Tom's gapped down right away, and we decided to sell it, taking a loss for the 3rd time in 3 weeks, losing about 5% on our money and $230. We might never come back to Tom's after striking out there, but we'll always have it on the watch. The next one, GMGI, is a very interesting one because it decided to go through a reverse split overnight. It went from a 1 to 150 reverse split and changed its tickers to GMGID. With the reverse split going on, the shares were never available on Friday, even though GMGID actually ticked and had over $200,000 in volume. We called TD Ameritrade and they told us we should have shares on Monday available to trade once the reverse split settled. We have been a part of a listed reverse split and that opened instantly the next day, but never an OTC. So this is an interesting one for us and a first. And just like most of you guys, we're gonna live and learn through this one. Now with the 1 to 150 reverse split, that means our 1088 spot is 290 area. And the stock actually got all the way to $3.40 in the day, holding that $2.90 spot all day and closing above $3 at the $3.08 area. Hopefully early Money Monday, we'll be able to have shares to sell and possibly get a Monday gap up or morning push as it held that 52-week highs. But remember, the shares that you have to trade are gonna shrink. So keep an eye on that, and when the stock does open back up, you'll see it in your order page in your broker how much shares you now have. And since we had nothing going on with GMGID, we found another OTC penny stock. This is a cannabis play that we've played in the past. Our old friend KGKG, Kona Gold. We like the way that the stock was breaking multi-month highs, 2-month high area of 0.45. It broke the 4.5 area spot and made 4.7 high a day and held that 4.5 throughout the day. So we decided to sneak in a bid at 4.52 and it got filled in the last 10 minutes, looking for it to continue to the 4.7 area. It didn't push in the last 10 minutes, but it did hold 4.5. So we will use that area as cut, looking for a possible gap up / morning push, hopefully past the 5-cent area. With the 2 OTC plays, we're excited to have the ammunition and the possible chance to have 2 early morning bags on Money Monday. There's nothing like waking up on Monday before your coffee and taking profit. We're here trying to make Mondays fun again. Also very excited to see how the overall market is gonna react as the numbers increase. In states like the hometown of the snipers, Florida, we just had the highest positive number cases in Florida in one single day yesterday. But no matter what happens, the snipers will always be prepared and we will always have a plan. Make sure to follow us on social media if you don't yet. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and StockTwits. We post great stuff daily, not just our profit losses, but tons of stock news. Also, if you do want to follow our profit and losses, you can see all of it, our whole journey from $500 all the way up to now $111,000 in profit. Check it out at Profitly, PROFIT.ly under the Stock Snipers. And if you haven't subscribed below yet, make sure to subscribe below to the YouTube channel. Meet me back here, same time, same day. Stock Sniper Mike, out!